right, I believe we are live. Let's take a look. Oh, 1 second. Let me make sure. Okay, cool. All right. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Let me just kind of reset my Gas Town. Morning all. Chat, we there? Oh, goosey. Yeah. Try running GT start. Please pull latest Gas Town from remote main and build. Please update beads to latest version as well. Local AI polish prompts and then provide polished prompts upstream and reduce token costs. Good morning, Shinobis, or wherever you're chatting from. No, I think I think that's like a premature optimization. Like if you're building something of value, the personal $200 a month or whatever, like that's worth it. and what people are like, I don't know. People are using multiple whatever Claude Max accounts or whatever. So it's I think trying to whatever penny pinch that may be, I don't know, not, you could like think of it as a opportunity cost. The more time you like spend on like trying to reduce token cost, that's less time you're like creating new value. So it's a trade-off. And if you think you, I don't know, can't make more than $200 an hour, or not per hour, but whatever you build isn't going to make $200 a month, yeah, then you can look to try to save tokens. But restricting yourself to customers that aren't worried about internal docs being leaked, yeah, that's true. I mean, otherwise get I don't know, do an enterprise deal with Claude Code. Then I don't know, like there's trade-offs to using these tools then. So or just use only local LLMs. If privacy is such a concern, then you should only be using LLMs, local LLMs. And if so it all depends, right? Like it depends on your circumstances. Then buy whatever, rig up a bunch of Mac Minis or whatever, like build your own LLM farm. And that is like a very real debate that like I heard on the All In podcast a couple weeks ago. Chamath, he's running like a AI driven consulting company, and he's like really like considering, like, I mean, yeah, there's tons of token costs, but at the same time, like, is everyone okay with like is everyone okay with like kind of opening the kimono and showing Anthropic and OpenAI and all of your source code, all of your like your AIs are for sure leaking your secrets, like as much as you like try to be secure, like your developers aren't being as secure as you probably want them to be. So yeah, it's all like a trade-off of are we optimizing for speed, or are we optimizing for like complete security? Because like security versus convenience, it's a spectrum, right? They're on opposite ends of the spectrum. So what everybody right now is doing is optimizing for speed, and maybe we'll get a bunch of hacks or something like that from LM generate code, but who knows? Yeah, no, and that thanks Shinobi. Yeah, thanks for chatting. I mean, that's what I'm here for. Is like I enjoy, like, I enjoy the technical stuff or like doing stuff on stream, but I think talking through all this stuff is like what I enjoy most, right? Like kind of seeing what everybody thinks and going back and forth. I think that's um, I don't know, that's probably the more valuable part of this is like making sense of all this. And here's Goosey being the star of the show. A good little kitty. Who's a good kitty? Oh, shit. I'm not sure if you guys are getting the sound effect of the purring. Alright, cool. Alright, so we got new beads, updated Gas Town. Can you run GT start? Yeah, I do spend like half my stream like sneezing and blowing my nose or whatever, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't think so, but maybe I am. I don't know. I kind of stuck with him now. I think it's worse when we need to brush him out. He's like, he sheds a lot, so like, yes, kitty, yes, goose. So yeah, I think when he sheds a lot, like that's probably when my nose acts up. But yeah, I think we just need to brush him out more often, and he'll be less sheddy. Okay. Do we need to update Dolt? Okay. So now, I believe we have Gas Town. Gas Town is up. GT status. Okay. GT mirror attach. Okay. Cool. All right, let's check in on the page. If everyone can hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it. We've got 5 votes on the poll. Go vote in the poll. 20% yes, 80% no. Hang out in the chat. Feel free to chime in. I'm just working on Gas Town and looking at the Wasteland. So looks like doesn't seem like much has changed. Okay. So update. So I got my exec wrapper plugin merged in by Steve, which is cool. clear mail. Okay. So yeah, oh, this is cool. To like, now that we did this, let's go to the create a crew member for Gas Town. Oh, oops, sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, no, I don't know how much you heard that. I was like, the GT lab. I thought, are you associated with Gas Town? Like, is that like, are you a channel? Or if that was just your initials or something. So, but we got Santa merged in. How can we test? The Gas Town lab, right? Anyway, all app speech to text are subscription based on vibe coding. Oh, nice. Does it work? Like, does it work well? Well, I think Claude has its own speech to text. I haven't tried it, but I saw it pop up as like an option. 8 votes in the poll. Most haven't used the Wasteland. Oh, it was, yeah. I think it was like press and hold space, but maybe I don't have it up. Maybe I haven't up. Let's see. Oh, nice. Cool. What native language do you speak? What's you can do it in any app though. Gotcha. Nice. What do you find that like less things are trained that aren't in English, right? Like would that have less training data? It works with Whisper. Oh, Romanian. Oh, nice. Cool. $20 plan, switch to Opus, prompt twice, hit about 8. Check my usage, I'm up 60% to 1 p.m. Yep. English works even much better. Yeah, that's why I figure. Yeah, the GT Lab. You may want to upgrade to the $100 plan. What's up, Goose? Yeah. What's that? I don't know who's running out or saying you're trying to run a Gas Town emulator Claude. So yeah, Gas Town is created by Steve Yegi. I contribute a little bit to it. So I'm like working on the code itself. And most recently I contributed a sandboxing feature. Steve merged it himself, but like it's a way for us to wrap the kind of VM like each like kind of like sandbox the Claude instances in like the Mac native VM. Yeah, I've heard that Codex is good. Like before it was more it for me I like using it as a reviewer, but but I've heard that yeah, like Codex is really good at like creating code now. Okay, nice. Open clone. Or is that open code? Or you're building a Gas Town or just exploring? Open clone AI. Okay. I'm working on Gas Town with Gas Town, so it's sort of like. Oops. I think Gas Town's only good for it's good for a certain sized projects or like if you have anything small like a single task, then yeah, it's probably overkill, right? Possible scripts. But if you are kind of like if you're working in a whatever, a handful of repos, and you check them all out into GT, and then you're like constantly giving it new, feeding it new features or asking it to do stuff, like you can really get into a good flow of like kind of feeding it a bunch of work. So it's, yeah, I haven't used it recently to build, but I think yeah, it is useful to as like this like gigantic, like Steve Agee calls it factory farming. It's like this gigantic like combine tractor to like go and farm a bunch of code, like versus like Claude is like very good for very like individual instances of Claude are good for like very isolated, appropriately sized tasks, versus Gas Town's like it's orchestrating many of those agents running at once. Oh no, did you guys hear me blow my snot out? I'm sorry. I thought I muted. I'm so sorry. Codex, good to write long code when you're a big project. Opus, sign it. BMAD. Yeah, BMAD. I've heard BMAD's good. For OpenClaw knockoff. Oh, okay. Gotcha. OpenClaw, another version of OpenClaw. Okay, cool. Nice. They still compact conversation after 250K. Okay, yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah, compaction is kind of context load amount isn't the same as working context. Oh, okay, yeah, for sure. Oh. You're using Gemini and working on a farm. You're vibe coding while you're working on a farm. That's amazing. Alright, I think I need to disable the Claude sandbox because I think it's bumping with... Yes, Goose. Yeah. What's that, Goose? Yeah, I think the real trick is like using all these agents together. I think that's like what big AI doesn't want you to know, that I think multiple of these are nice vagabond. What's up, Cyrus? Best way to do stuff. Yeah, for sure. What model does this use? I'm using Opus 4.6. Wear a headset that has Gemini on my phone so I can do chores and talk to Gemini. Essentially just a brain dump dictation session. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. That's cool. Type of persona with Gemini, pre-filtered dictation. Yep. His name is Goose. We have another cat named Maverick. Yep. Pressure. Oh, you have 2 cats yourself. Nice. Yeah, thank you, Vagabond. Yeah, very Top Gun themed cat names. Going to sleep, so freaking tired. Can't wait. Vibe again. Right. All right. Oh, are you watching from Romania then? It's the middle of the afternoon. Where are you at? I guess Vagabond. Trick is to getting Gemini to upload to Claude. Oh, Vagabond. Oh, okay. Didn't sleep. You just vibe coded all night. Oh, okay, gotcha. You on my phone. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, using them together probably is intentionally hard. Just a reminder, let's hit the like button. Would really help the channel out. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get to, we're very close to 1,000 subscribers. It'd be dope if we got to like 990 today. Check on the poll. 23 votes, 9% have tried using the Wasteland, 91 haven't. If you haven't already, we also have a Discord. If you want to subscribe, that's how we can stay connected Gas Town does have a GUI. Let's see. Let's see, what is the... Start with GT dashboard. Okay, start with it. So yeah, here's the Gas Town dashboard. Worth checking. Nebula Breeze. He's made by AI. Plays real drums over side. It's really good on YouTube. Okay, cool. Do not disturb while I'm coding. Oh, that perfect. Right. That's cool. I don't know if I don't know if I can play his music because he owns it, right? On YouTube, because then YouTube may take me down. I don't know. I'll definitely check it out, listen later. Ian Partington, nice to see you. Phew. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Like, my nose is just acting up today. Okay. Basically, we're trying to make sure that the sandbox approach that I help make like works. It may not be working right now, so we're trying to test it out. And it's been working for 20 minutes, which is kind of crazy. So the sandbox is blocking something. Select tmux capture issue. There was a thing. Let's see. Agent safe house. Here's an example of made agent. Pro credit burner. I guess our new jobs are getting the job done using minimum amount of credits. Yeah, exactly, right? Who made agent. With yeah, if I don't have to like invent this whole cloth, if I can, I don't know, just use this guy's thing. Yeah, like he went through all of this to like using 100-pound plan in the UK. The 20-pound wasn't enough. 100 pounds seems fine until you start playing a Gas Town. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, let's see. Well, this is just one session. 10% usage, right? For just now. Yeah, I'm not even like I'm not. I think the main thing is the parallelism, is asking it to use many agents. That's the credit burner. That's my work is paying. I really ought to keep an eye on my usage before I get fired. Well, as long as you keep producing, right? I think that's the main thing. Memory conservation and token efficiency are near future dilemmas. Well, we started off with that. I forget his name? Shinobi's. The very first first message of the chat here, he was like asking about token conservation. Like, should we run our like messages to the LLM through a local LLM to like optimize it or whatever? And I'm like, my position is no. I feel like if you're not generating enough business value out of your tokens, I feel like that's, oh, what happened here? I feel like that's something we okay. Oh, I think the researcher died. Please bring the researcher up again. But yeah, like being conservative right now and like pinching pennies over tokens, I feel like that's the wrong way to optimize. So think about this either like even just in a personal finance setting. Sorry, let me blow my nose and like I'll get on a rant here. Okay, so let's see, yeah, remove the exec wrapper and then let's make a plugin that uses this. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, just so I'm on wax here, and I've talked about this before, is like people, as engineers, we're obsessed with optimizing things, right? Would everyone agree that we like to see number go up or number go down, and number is under our control? Yes in the chat. Like, yeah, thumbs up or whatever. Reply in the chat. All right, maybe this isn't like, maybe it's not going to be real time or whatever, but anyways, yes. All right, cool. Yeses are coming into the chat. So, infurious how slow software is comparatively, right? Yeah. So, okay. Researcher is up and running. Okay. The fuck? The back when you showed someone how hard we have, they would have thought everything would be instant. Right? Exactly. Yeah. Efficiency is the goal. And that's... it's interesting. Why did it, like, completely sign it out? Oh, okay, it might have, okay, it might have updated. So, all right. So engineers like efficiency, right? So, and what Cyrus is saying is like, yeah, like software kind of grows to the amount of hardware that is available. So there's going to be some amount of inefficiency. Like there, and I kind of like, I don't know, as someone who's like looking at this from the business side, I guess, you're competing against not the perfect, but everyone else. Like it's a relative comparison between you, whatever you're making, and whatever your competitors are making, and what your customer is choosing between. So when people, and I think this is like a fundamental like difference between like personal finance and like business finance. And like personal finance people are like, oh, you gotta save, and like yes, you have to save, but you can only cut your budget from, say you make 100K, you can only cut your budget, your living expenses to zero, right? Like that, there's only so much you can save. You can only cut like whatever. Say you live on whatever, a very modest amount, 50K, and you're making 100K. Okay, great. You're potentially saving 50K. So then you can only really cut that so much, right? You can only cut it down to zero. You can only make another 50K saving. You can only save another 50K on that 50K that you're living on, right? By being homeless, right? Like if your max amount that you can make from what your income is 100K. So versus a business, they're looking to make more money. They're looking to grow the top line more often than cutting from the bottom line. They're not looking to, I mean, it's cool nowadays to like lay off half of your staff and say it's AI efficiencies or whatever, but we all know that's BS. But businesses are looking to grow the top line more because that has way more potential, right? You can stack several hundred thousands of dollars. Like you could, the ceiling's unlimited, right? Like you can't, you don't have to like penny pinch your way to, like whatever, penny pinching tokens. I guess that my point around this is the emphasis on token efficiency. That's like an afterthought, and should be an afterthought for us, because what we should be focused on is like creating more value for our customers, right? Like we're using this ultimate solver thing to solve problems for real people. Our problem right now are spend money, make money. Yeah, exactly. Substatica, yes. Versus like, I don't know, if we're that concerned about $200 a month, if on a software developer salary, like what are we doing here? Like what like the amount of, like, compare that to an hourly rate for a software developer. For certain software developers, that is their hourly rate, right? Like that's at least my hourly rate. So you're willing, I'm talking about a really big picture. If computing data centers are going to drive up costs of both, efficiency becomes paramount to get your maximum outputs from minimal inputs. Yeah, I would. Okay, sure. Like if our limit is, say we're maxing out the amount of energy, like energy is the ultimate like kind of like bottleneck here, right? They're trying to build You'd be surprised how penny pinching managers in the UK are. Oh yeah, no, everyone is, right? Like there's a major shift to cost efficiency. That is for sure a concern for all businesses. Company you work for is very much do whatever you need. Nice, good. I mean that's and I don't. You don't feel like paying. Yeah, $1,000. Yeah, and that's where it doesn't make sense, right? That equation doesn't work, right? So I feel like okay. So what you're saying is the costs. Yeah, we're using subsidized AI right now. Basing going from $100 plan to $1,000 plan. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like this is yeah the economics may not work then right at the personal level, but for yeah a business level if you're making at least $1,000 a month hopefully like if that's a part of your job then it makes sense. But so it may still work for businesses but maybe not individuals. Whatever $100 a month plan level is yeah you won't be able to use it personally, but you'll be able to get it through work potentially, or if you do consulting or something like that. Like if you make money with vibe coding, then the $1,000 a month may still be worth it to you, right? If it enables you to make more than that, if it enables you to make $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month, right? Like then it's just a cost of doing business. So I guess that's why I'm trying to like shift our engineering mentality of like optimize number, make number go up, make number go down. It's like, all right, what is the context of the number? Like, what does this number even mean? Like, what is this number relative to? I guess that's my point. That's my rant of like, what does this number buy us? What does this number enable us to do? We say agentic engineering now, not vibe coding. Well, I I'm just going off what the book says. So I'm just a fan of the book, and I feel like I want to reclaim vibe coding. Like people say it, and it's a really flippant thing, and I feel like we should, I don't know, take it back as a term. Okay, so I think yeah, Claude updated itself or something here. Hook is empty. Oh, okay, gotcha. We need to enable the sandbox to run very similarly to this agent safe house project. One sec, guys. I'm gonna go to the restroom. Watch this for me. I'll be right back. It looks hot. It's not. It's not really hot right now. It's. Let's see. What's weather like gonna be today? About. I guess. Let's see. In terms of Cyrus, it'll be 30 today. I don't know if that's. It's gonna be decent. Like it's gonna be like kind of a nice day. Like this is this is a nice day in Las Vegas. If you guys are new here, we have a Discord. Fahrenheit, confusing, right? Yeah. A lot of cool people on the Discord. Check it out. Follow the conversation there. Okay, cool. Used to live in Australia. Wow. Yeah, I mean, with the whole hole in the ozone layer type of thing, I imagine it's hot there. Hit the like button, subscribe. We're at 992. That's awesome. So close to 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe if you haven't already. It would be dope if we can get to 1,000 by the end of the stream. We've got about maybe 2 hours left in the stream. So if you haven't subscribed already, that'd be awesome. Interact in the chat. Let's vote in the poll. 40 votes. 8% has used the Wasteland. 93 hasn't. Summer's Day would be 35C. Okay, yeah. 8 more for 1,000. 95. Okay, Fahrenheit. Yeah. In Australia would be. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. I know, Cyrus. I know you. You're a longtime fan. You've been here since the beginning. I'm more talking to, everyone else watching and lurking. Okay. Let's see. please add tab flipping with Command Option arrow key. Oh, thank you, Cyrus. Thank you for enjoying these live streams. Yes, I do these before I go to work. Yeah, I mean, I work remotely, so I just stay in the same spot. But yeah, I'm an early bird, and something that I can like be very brutally consistent with is doing stuff early in the morning. I think it's my superpower, I guess. Oh no. Oh no, I thought it said it could reload configuration while... God damn it. Of course it fucking works now, but... Yeah, I mean, it might still be running. Let's see, because it is like detached, right? So maybe GT air attach. So hopefully, yeah. Okay, it's still running. Cool. Phew. I think, yeah, that's the benefit of Tmux, and like this whole thing is like it's just a window into it, and it's a kind of an independent process that's running. So a whatchamacallit, not background process, but like a process that's it's working by itself. Detached process, I believe. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So it's working. Cool. So that's working, and then if I do like this, that works, and then I do oh, okay, all right, that's why I didn't do it. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do that all the, yeah, I'm probably gonna do like this type of thing more. This has a running process. Close the tab, yeah. So this will still follow the plugin model that we have for exec wrapper. Talk to me more about what this approach is versus our Go approach. So yeah, I feel like, I don't know, the considerations, like if whenever we do like a planning thing and like a design phase, I think this is where all of our manual programming knowledge comes in, because I was like, oh, let's, like, it didn't sound like what it was doing was like all that like correct. It was like gonna write a new bash thing, and I was like, wait a second, like, don't we want to do Golang or have it be a plugin or something like that? So I think, yeah, whenever we plan, that's, and whenever we like go back and forth with the agent, I think that's where we use all of our knowledge. You can clone the agent safe house repo if that's easier. Just a reminder to like and subscribe. We're at 996 subscribers. It's amazing. 30 people watching. Let's see, check the poll. 49 votes. Let's go. $9.97 subscribers. Let's go. 3 more. Who hasn't subscribed yet? Come on. If you haven't subscribed, why haven't you? If you're still here, what are you waiting for? $9.98. Oh my. Who's gonna be $9.99? Oh, we got $99.99. Are we gonna get 1,000? Who's gonna be 1,000? Somebody, like, whenever you subscribe, post in the chat. Let me know who subscriber number 1,000 is. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Ah, who's gonna be 1,000? Off by 1 to 1,000. Yeah, it's probably it is probably eventually consistent. 1,000 subscribers. Let's go. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. I started this project in December, and yeah, I don't know, it's been a ride. So yeah, I don't know. It's crazy that yeah, this is a brand new channel and from December, and it's only been whatever. I started beginning in December, so it's been 4 months or so. Thank you, Cyrus. Thank you for being a real one, being here for a while, for a long time. But yeah, I've only started taking vibe coding like really seriously like 6 months ago. Give it a year, I'll have a million. Thank you for your vote of confidence, Cyrus. So, yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. The internet's crazy, right? Like, there's 1,000 of you out there who I didn't know prior, like 4 months ago, right? And there 1,000 different people have like clicked subscribe, and I don't know, like trying to get my mind around that, because like I don't know. Notice you had some shorts out too. Yep. Yeah, I have a yeah, like a clipping up different parts of the live stream or whatever. So yeah, I feel like this is something that I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't go back down. Hopefully it doesn't drop to 9999, right? Yeah. So I don't know. It's crazy how the internet works, and that there's thought about doing regular videos. Yeah. So I do a newsletter, and the thought was to like read these videos, like read these newsletters as videos. I might still do that, but like that's a fundamentally like different thing, because like it's scripted, and there's like I throw up the visuals or whatever, and latency on 20 seconds. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's about. Nah, that sounds about right. But yeah, the idea is like these articles would be long form content. I would like to do that. It's just a matter of use AI, clone my voice, and get it to make. Yeah, well, I mean, then I would have to like I don't know, have an AI version of me like sit there and read or talk at the camera. I don't know. I feel like like I'm for using AI tools, obviously, right? But I don't know. I feel like some things have to come from the heart. Like some things are like, these are my opinions, these are directly from me, like that's why you're following, is because I'm a human and that's my personal perspective. Versus, yeah, like I don't know, somebody mistaking it for AI slop. And the time sometimes, like when I right until it's all good until AI Mike wants to steal your wife. Yeah, exactly, right. Some people, like I post this on like some of these articles on Reddit and whatever, and they're like, "Oh, this is AI slop," and I'm like, "Bro, this is human written content." So I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I need to sit down and like read these, and as you can see, like some of these articles are like 20 minutes long of just like what this estimates to be, like just reading, not even like speaking, right? And then I need to have multiple takes and like have like speak clearly enough, and I don't know, act like I'm not reading, or like I have to act the script. It's not just the true center of AI slop is LinkedIn, right? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not. It's I don't know. It's an interesting time. So, anyways, yeah, thank you all for being here. And yeah, I don't know. I took a victory lap here, so let's get back to get back to work, I guess. Oh no, you guys. I'm sorry. You guys heard me sneeze. I'm so sorry. Now I'm waiting for this to like go down to 99.99. I don't know. That's fine. But anyways, yeah, I'm just a guy. Like if you guys want to do this too, like this is completely accessible to everyone. I feel like this was in my presentation at Cal Poly a couple weeks ago, was about the college I went to. I guest lectured, and I gave a guest lecture, and I was like, the future of like programming is going to be very like much more entrepreneurial. Oh wait, is this? Oh, is this stuck? Oh, okay, yeah. Hang on, sorry. I need to look at OBS here. There we go. That's there we go. Yeah, because I think it probably reset when we restarted. So all right. Sorry guys, you haven't been watching the real terminal. All right, okay. So yeah, so the future is going to be much more entrepreneurial, and we need to like let people know. Yeah, I saw this video yesterday by somebody. Sorry, fuck. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I mean, it's probably is my cat. Like whoever said that. Yeah, I'm probably allergic to my cat, but it's too late. But oh yeah, YouTube chat. You can't post the links. I mean, if you post in Discord, that's like half of why I. Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool. Sweet. Thank you. Yeah. Um so yeah, the future we need to let people know about our stuff. And I saw this lady talk about this yesterday. Is like we need to increase our surface area of luck, and her equation for that is doing stuff and then times talking about it. And that's more or less my formula too. Is like I say engineering is 50% doing stuff and 50% talking to people about it. Wherever you're at, like whether you're at a company, whether you're like consulting on your own, whether you're whatever you're doing, you need to do stuff and then you need to talk about it. And I think too many engineers are either just not interested or actively like hate on the idea of, oh, you're being so cringe by being marketing, or you're playing politics or whatever. It's like, well, sorry, that's how business works. Sorry, that's how, or that's like, yeah, cringy marketing speak or whatever. It's like, no, like you need to let people know about your stuff. You need to, like, they're not going to magically know that you're good at engineering, right? They're not going to magically be like, you write the best app ever you solve a problem perfectly, and you don't tell anybody about it, then it's not going to work. Like you're not going to make any money. Sorry. Like you could be the best engineer ever. Like think about like level 99 max level engineer, and you don't tell anybody about yourself. Like you don't submit your resume anywhere. You don't talk. Like just this thought experiment of like you're whatever. All you need to focus on is engineering. It's like, no, like you need to let people know that, hey, you have a problem, I can solve it. And you can, in explaining how you solve the problem, makes them feel more confident that you can in fact solve the problem. Posting, publishing, had imposter syndrome, too many years on IRC. Well, that's yeah, that's before my time. IRC is before my time, but yeah, at the same time, yeah, like you compare yourself to like this theoretical like Linus Torvalds type of person, right? And we all kind of like drag each other down, but really, like there's only so many engineers, right? Like how many number of software engineers in the U.S. There's something like 4.4 million software engineers out of how many how many businesses in the U.S.? So there's 36 million total businesses in the U.S. and 99 are classified as small business. So like significant portion are non-employers. right? So we're so like if there's something like 36 million total businesses, small businesses, and you can like solve problems for them, like and nearly every business involves software to some degree, right? Like you need some amount of software. I feel like in 5.1 new business applications were filed in 2024. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's plenty of opportunity here, right? Like there's maybe fewer jobs right now for tech workers at tech companies, but every company has some amount of business process and things that can be automated. So I guess, yeah, being good about being consistent about like posting and like even better putting your face on something, right? Like talking and like putting your face out there, showing that you're a real person. I think that's a huge competitive advantage. Time management, I mean, that's, I don't know, like, yeah, for me especially, like social media is terrible. Like I sink so many hours into Instagram, and it's just like not a high, like what gets you is like, yeah, you're connected to your friends, and then they're like accessible all day, which is, I don't know, good slash bad. So yeah, I don't know, it just, you have to want to do the thing more than whatever your other alternatives are, right? That's kind of, you have to be internally motivated to do whatever it takes to accomplish your whatever you want to do. Like for me recently, you're only 44, still trying to figure out what I want. Yeah, and you only do that by like doing stuff. You only figure that out by unfortunately just trying out a bunch of stuff. And uh, yeah, you either there's only like, it's Yoda, it's do or do not. There's no try, right? Like you can't, yeah, I don't know. For like the most recent example for me is I like I've been sick for a couple, whatever, on and off the last month or so, and that's why I've been inconsistent. And recently just, yeah, had, I don't know, health scare where I was like, oh, I went to the ER and I'm fine, but like now I'm like, all right, super serious about like eating the right things and like doing exercise and like taking my health really seriously now. And I was kind of skating by with like nutritionally like a C. Like I was probably eating enough protein, but like, thank you, Cyrus, appreciate it. But I was a C level student. Like for jujitsu, I'm an A. Like, or maybe not A anymore, but like when I was competing and training, I was like, oh, I'm all in. I'm an A. And then like work, I'm probably like whatever, B to A. Like I'm not the best engineer I know, but at the same time I'm like, I'm not worse. So like I can, there's like certain areas of my life, I'm like, I put a lot of effort in, and I expect like good results there. Nutrition is not a thing I've ever put, like very few times I've put real effort into eating the right foods. And that's kind of why I've been skating by, is like I'm not horribly obese, but like I'm also like not in the best shape. So and I've been in shape before. So it's whatever you like. You have to want the thing, and if you don't want the thing, that's okay too. Like that's the trade-off. Is like, for me, I've wanted to want things. I've wanted to want whatever, bigger, better things, but I haven't. Like there's like, oh, you want the idea to want, but instead of just wanting it, right? So yeah, you have to do a bunch of stuff, and it either jives with you or it doesn't. And like this whole live streaming thing, like this is like something I can be brutally consistent in, and this is my 36th live stream, something like that. Some of these guys, like, you're in this algorithm. You've seen these other guys who are here, who are on for like day 145 or something like that, right? So it has to be intrinsic, and like ultimately it comes from you. It comes from like what do you want to do? So for me, like I want to show that you get that. I want to be totally ripped for summer, but struggling to pick up my kettlebells. Yeah, exactly. I have a whole home gym in my garage, barbells and kettlebells and clubs, maces, all kinds of stuff. I've got all the stuff, but I still need to go and do it, right? And like I worked out pretty hard for the first time in a month recently, because I've been sick and health issues or whatever. It's just like, it feels good to work out. And I think that part, we have to chase the feeling good part of whatever we do. We have to enjoy the thing that we're doing. So I'm like kind of an enjoyment maximalist. I'm having a, what's up, excess cheek? Oh, nice. Yeah. It's fun. Like that's the whole point, right? Is to have fun, enjoy this thing. And it's whatever you can stick with, whatever you can do for a long period of time. That's how you get good at anything. So it's not just one thing one time. It's like, all right, how can you stick with something and do something for years? And that's the person you become. So, okay. What subscription on Claude is worth it? Have you tried the $20 one and maxed it out? If you have, then the $100 one is probably appropriate for you. It's on main. Oh, on my main. Okay. Okay, can we test this on a live polecat? $21 is good, but limits are low. Yeah, you may want to upgrade to $100 if you're using it a ton and you're like waiting around. Yeah, I would highly recommend the $100 a month subscription. You just done that on the work thing you're working on right now. What thing? Done what? Sorry. I'm gonna put that in a blog post right now. Like, give me an idea for a series of videos. Yeah, do it. Like, post it. Make a YouTube channel. And yeah, link us. Hey, what's up, Bob Knoll? Theme of the stream is we are working on adding sandboxing to Gas Town. Steve merged one of my PRs from the other day. I'm not entirely sure if it works. And yeah, just kind of and I noticed this dude posted on HackerNews, this Agent Safehouse guy. He posted this thing on HackerNews like the day that I was working on the sandboxing thing. So I'm kind of taking inspiration from his project for the Gas Town sandbox. So like he makes a general kind of a agent sandbox. Whereas I'm trying to just make one specifically for Gas Town. Yeah, HackerNews, I don't know. I occasionally go there just to see what the headlines are, but like there's a lot of, at the same time, like you're reading about stuff but not doing stuff. And I think we need to err on the side of doing stuff. funny. So I don't think Ghosty works well with scrolling. Like when I scroll back, I can't scroll back with Ghosty. It like just scrolls the kind of the options in this terminal or in the prompt. So I think I'm just gonna stick with iTerm for Gas Town work. At least that was scrolling back in Tmux, I believe, specifically. Because I can scroll back in regular Ghosty terminals, but in Tmux it gets all confused about like it sends the scroll input like into the text box here. So yeah, I think it is just a Ghosty bug specifically with Tmux. So I just switched back to iTerm. And it's just, super annoying to have to like, on Ghosty I was like trying to scroll like this, right? Like I was just trying to like, whatever, select up, but yeah, I just... Oh, you're on Linux. Yeah, maybe that's the case. You use iTerm too because I feel like iTerm is like the default for Mac, but I think Ghosty's like newer and I don't know. It's a cool thing that people tell Claude to fix your Tmux, right? Yeah, maybe. Ghosty wants to access my photo library. Why does it want to access my photo library? Why is Ghosty doing stuff right now? Like that's not good. All right, I'm gonna kill Ghosty. But yeah, don't allow. Yeah, Claude, fix your Tmux config. Oh, okay, nice. All right, if you're here, we have a Discord. We've got a lot of cool people in there. If you want to continue the conversation, it's free. Costs an email to get in, but yeah, a lot of interesting people over there. Let's see, did we drop down to 999? No, we're still above 1K. So, oh yeah, Bob Knoll. This is also happened. This is what happened. Got up to 1,000 subscribers, which is really cool. Yeah, everyone else, please like and subscribe. 54 votes. Have you tried using Gas Town Wasteland? 91% no. Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's crazy to think that 1,000 people have, like, I don't know. I sort of get it on Instagram. Like I have 1,000 followers on Instagram, like 1,300 followers, but like I've gotten 1,300 followers there before. Like my jujitsu account has like 2,800 followers, so I don't know. For some reason, that number feels okay, but for YouTube, it's like I think the value of a follower is much higher. The signal's much I don't know. It's a higher quality signal. I think it's higher intent because you're here. All you guys are watching. I'm probably gonna have like an average of like 20 viewers throughout the stream. So like that's a lot of watch hours and all that kind of stuff. Like YouTube cares about like all that stuff for ads. So yeah, I don't know. I just think it's interesting to like it feels like a much more significant achievement. Do I get money from YouTube now? Yes, I'm also like very close to the watch hour time limit. So let's see. Let's take a look. Yeah. Oh, I'm at 1,008 subscribers. Okay, cool. We got 8 more. And then we've got 3,971 watch hours. So I think we'll pass that with this video. So yeah, I think I'll start to get ad revenue after this. Ad revenue as in like pennies, but you know it'll still be ad revenue. Hey Tia Gazorza Vigian, using Gas Town for a while, don't have a clue how Wasteland works. TLDR, Wasteland is kind of like a distributed task manager, I guess. Like think of a distributed Jira type of thing, I guess. But with this distributed work, you can like claim it. So like this sandbox thing. I don't know how it works either, really. Like, or this how this behind the scenes, like the dolt and whatever. I'm not entirely sure, but the idea is you get like a stamp for like a verified credential saying, hey, you did this thing and whatever from a reputable source. And over time you can build up like a profile of like all this work that you've done and show it to people. Like it's some kind of like cross between LinkedIn and like GitHub. What's the sandboxing method Agent Safehouse uses? So it uses, like, at least on Mac, it's this exec Mac sandbox exec. Sandbox exec, I guess. Yeah, Sandbox exec is like it spins up a VM. Allegedly, it's been like deprecated for like 10 years, but they haven't removed it yet. So that's kind of what everyone uses, I guess, to sandbox Mac apps. So, oh, what are we doing here? Make your timeout 1 minute. It should really respond within a couple seconds. Actually, let's continue to do the plan, the phase 2 through 8 of the plan. And I had it plan out a bunch of stuff, and it only finished like phase 1 of the plan, and I was like, oh, let's test it. And I guess maybe I should have just let it run the entire thing, and maybe it's my fault. All right, cool. Yeah, you're welcome. Did that make sense? Tia Gazorvigian? Gazorza? Gazarza Vigian? What experience do you have collaborating with other people in the Gas Town project? I think that's the interesting thing is like it's all like PRs. It's all don't really understand if beads are supposed to be shared. So it's my opinion. So I actually you can just kind of look at Gas Town itself, right? I believe it doesn't share the beads. Tiago, okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a beads database in here, right? So I imagine. Oh, here it is. This is backup though. Yeah, I think beads are supposed to be like just your own kind of like set of things that you want to do. That's kind of like why other these tasks exist, right? This is why this Wasteland project kind of exists, because it's like external to beads. So I feel like nice. New link on the Discord. New post about the thing. Oh wow, oh shoot. Let's go, John Hunt. Tell your agent to use GitHub to your GH command tool. Instruct it to get all the PR comments for project. Nice, there you go. Read through all the PR conversations. Ah, okay, nice. There you go. That's cool. Yeah, this is very interesting. Just watched the interview with Steve at the refinery. He mentioned the JSON-L file is kind of deprecated, so that confused me. Yeah, I need to watch the interview. I haven't saved. I have it downloaded, but I need to. Yeah, I need to sit down and watch it. Not enough hours in the day, exactly. But yeah, this is cool, John. This is great. Look at this handsome guy. I think Dolt currently replaces it. I think they fully moved over to Dolt, maybe. They're, at least for the Wasteland, we're using Dolt. I had to like create a Dolt hub or whatever profile. I mean, open source, like it. I'm only doing open source now because it's much easier. Because it's actually like I'm not actually doing it. Like the agent is doing it. Like this is the low hanging fruit type of conversation. It's like, I think Dolt is. Let me make another thing here. Or actually, let me use this by the way thing. BT tubs. Do I? Oh, here we go. Does Gas Town use Dolt? Yeah, I think it is using Dolt now. API latency with 10 concurrent Claude. 10? Really? No, there's only like 5. Okay, let's make the iteration cycles much shorter. We shouldn't be waiting more than 10 seconds for a connection. It's so hard to get a follower on GitHub. Should we follow each other? I mean, for what? Like, I don't know. Like, what is the point of a GitHub follower? Maybe that's a genuine question. Like, what is the end goal of a GitHub follower? Like, I can tell you the end goal of a YouTube follower is I want to eventually get you guys into the Discord and then, and whatever, create a network with everyone here. But yeah, let's all follow John. Let's say that. Let's go to John's GitHub, and I'm gonna follow him. Yeah. Have they started accepting Wasteland contributions? It's still Wild West. Yeah, they haven't, like, I don't know. I feel like I did a thing, right? Like, I feel like I got a PR in for the sandbox investigation. Now I'm like actually doing it. Now I'm doing actual implementation of the sandbox. I should at least get credit for this this research contribution. Look at followers make you a little more religious as a contributor. None for us, but if any boomer at any client can take a look at our follower and think, oh, this guy's cool. I guess so. I mean, clone a breakout in JavaScript about 12 years ago. Outside of work, right? Did I post the link to John's thing? Oh, let me do that. This was John's blog. Follow his blog, and then here's his GitHub. Follow his GitHub. Block break. You don't even have code in here. That's funny. I don't know if you can post links, but yeah, like, join the Discord. Join the Discord. That's like the real network is there. Oh, it's on the experimental branch. Oh, okay. Maybe is it private? Oh, okay. Oh, of course. Stale, of course. I see. 13 years ago. Nice. I should make. I'll make a. Let's see. I'll make a. I'll make Bob Knoll a moderator and John a moderator. I don't know what for, but you guys can moderate now. Because, you know, I'm big time now. I'm not sure if you've seen, but I've got 1,000 subscribers, so I need moderators now. Okay, can we spin up a polecat with the sandbox? Oh, I'm going to my buddy's having a Pi Day party, 3/14 tomorrow. So yeah, gonna bring some pizza, pumpkin pie. Pizza pie, yeah, it definitely counts. Markdown view of the task so far for human context. 2 pi r squared, right? Yeah. Okay. So the idea is we're trying to make the sandboxing work. I added some sandboxing stuff to Gas Town, and if we're gonna, the idea is if we're gonna be running like kind of arbitrary code on like for arbitrary projects, we probably want to sandbox and keep it in a VM so it doesn't screw up our computers. So yeah, we're trying to make the VM spawning stuff work. That's what's happening so far. Tiny risks. Nice to thanks for dropping in, Tiny Risks. If you guys haven't already, please like, subscribe. Just got over 1,000 subscribers this stream, which is, or I mean, crossed over 1,000 subscribers. Not 1,000 in the stream, but we went from like 988 to 1,008 maybe. So yeah, thank you all for that. Thank you all for being here. I think we're gonna wrap up soon. Again, kind of gonna go eat some breakfast. Go talk to my wife, I guess. But yeah, anybody have anything else? Anybody have I generally stream Monday, Wednesday, sometimes Fridays at like 5. I'll just call it, you made a beads TUI a while ago. I don't think it works with adult days. I'll Claude fix that. Oh, nice. That's cool. Did you create your own business model canvas? It would help you, trust me. No, I haven't. Do you have any links for that, Yunus? If you have a link for the business model canvas, yeah, drop it in the Discord. That'd be helpful. But yeah, they're allegedly gonna make, so the beads kind of like drifted capability from like just kind of its original intent into like a primitive for Gas Town, which added a bunch of shit to it. Now I think they're trying to like make it backwards compatible with the previous, like the original beads version, the original beads like API. Thanks, Jonas. Switched to my own alternative to beads called Bones, which is a 2E semantic search triage algorithm built in. Wow. Nice, Bob Knoll. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the future. Even though, like, I don't know. I'm like, why not just add it to beads? Why not contribute back to beads? But everyone can, like, kind of make their own custom software to exactly how they want it to. That's why everyone is making their own agent orchestrator. Everyone's making their own spin on beads. And everyone's, like, I don't know, making everything super customized to how they work, which is, I guess, the point. But I guess I would also say, like, be careful of working on the tools just to work on the tools, just to work on the tools. Maybe, like, yeah, just figure out, like, how does this, like, lever up the amount of output you can make to, like, real projects. I'm sure you are, Bob Knoll. I think, yeah, we've chatted, and you are for sure. But I think for everyone else, like, I don't know. Be careful of getting caught in the tools trap of just always having to work on your tools versus, I don't know, doing real work, getting real things done. Real as in you're getting paid to do it. Like, focus on. I'm a little concerned what it means for the future. As I can say, if you can vibe code it, so can I. Yeah. I mean, I think most, but that's the thing is like, like we looked this up earlier in the stream. 4.4 million software engineers. So that's like number of engineers plus, let's just call it double it, number of like business people who feel like they can vibe code. I don't know. I feel like there's still going to be a market for like just software that just works, right? Nobody wants to spend the 6 hours debugging something just to save $20 a month on something, right? There's a trade-off there where rational actors in the economy are going to say, all right, I don't feel like vibe coding this thing and babysitting an agent for 6 hours to save $20 or $200 or even $1,000. Like, it depends. It all depends. Like, what is the value that you're getting charged for the I think the alternative, the acronym is like BANTA. Best BATNA. Best alternative to negotiated agreement. So like BATNA. So how, like, do you buy versus build? This is kind of the classic conversation in engineering, and a lot of stuff, like a lot of this is now tilting towards build versus buy. But at the same time, somebody is an expert, a literal expert in whisper flow. Say that's the thing that, I mean, even somebody earlier in the stream was like, oh, I vibe coded my own whisper flow and it works great. And I'm like, cool. And he was like, oh, it took me 6 hours. And I'm like, okay, that's also like 6 hours I don't want to spend coding whisper flow, right? Like that's I don't want to spend 6 hours of my time to, like, one time maybe, to make a voice speech to text program that is going to be worse than like one that I pay $15 a month for, right? So I think that this build versus buy is going to be, it's not just going to be at the company level, it's going to be at the individual level. And all these little programs that we buy subscriptions to, all these little programs that we buy subscriptions to are, I think they're going to have to prove their value. And for me, I'm willing to pay $15 a month to have a speech to text that works really well. I don't know. Like, I don't want to spend 6 hours working on a $15 a month thing. Like, my time is better spent doing other stuff. So, all right. Built Bones to extruded beads because it has very different data architecture. Agents have different worksheets, kept having beads conflicts. Solve that. Nice. That's cool. There you go. Yeah, I mean, that's... and I think everyone is going to choose that for themselves. They're going to look at whatever's out there and... and like it's contributing to a big project versus like spinning off and making your own kind of tailored custom project. What is the word that I'm looking for? Crafted. Artisanal. Artisanal is the thing I was thinking about. Pendulum swing back to one individual can build a chair rather than being a factory line working painting one chair leg ad infinitum. Yeah, it's true. Oh. All right, the sandbox thing. I need to work on it later, but anyways, I'm gonna run. Many programs were one size fits all. Mold your process around the program. Now build your own little factory. Create tools to fit your process. Yeah, for sure. That's everyone has access to a software factory now, and it's it depends. Like, what does that mean? I think there's still going to be paid software. I think it's going to have to be a lot better. But I think the capability to make it a lot better is more so for the, like, it has to work well and it has to, like, meet the need. It has to really solve the problem, like, perfectly. Like, zero friction in the problem solving process. Apparently I'm your number one fan. Sounds like that film book Misery. Oh. Right. Right. Yeah. So yeah, I think you just chat the most, John. So I think that's what it counts as points or whatever. So oh, you just dropped the link. Let's see. Did you just drop? Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. But I guess let me kind of move this because I want to move it to the... I'll move this to the link share. Non-link share, just saw it, sorry. Yeah, if you can just move it to the link share, that'd be great. Yeah, I'll check it out later. Cool. Anybody have anything else? Otherwise, I'm gonna head out. And yeah, I don't know. Everyone have a good day, good weekend. I think will I be on? Yeah, I might be on tomorrow morning potentially. Tomorrow morning PST. So yeah, look out for that. Anyways, thanks all for watching. Peace.